Hey everybody! So you may be asking, what does a Rubik's Cube have to do with getting my life together? Depending on how old you are, you may be asking, what is a Rubik's Cube? So the Rubik's Cube is this little puzzle, and it's got different colors on each side. You have to move the little panels around to solve the problem, solve the puzzle. You mix it all up first. And a lot of times, I don't know about any of you, but I've never been great at the Rubik's Cube, like solving the Rubik's Cube. But I love to use it as an analogy for getting the different aspects of our life balanced, getting it all together. Because what happens is when we're trying to make changes overall in our life, there are so many things that come into play. And depending on where you're at, in your growth and evolution process, there may be a lot of things that you feel you need to work on. So one side might represent your finances, another side your physical health, another side your career objectives, your family, relationships. Each side of the cube representing an aspect of your life. And when we start to focus on one, what we find is that when we're trying to get all the yellow back on one side of the cube, because so much of our energy is focused on that area, other parts get messed up. But at the same time, we can't try and fix all of it at once because you can only make so many moves at a time. So what really, the best way that I can use this analogy as far as how we expend our energy is that, let's say your biggest issue right now is finances, and that's the red side. So you start working on the finances, and little by little it's coming into place. You're getting the squares all in the same spot, you're getting everything lined up, even though the majority of your energy is focused on the finances. That's going to help in the other areas, because when we have financial stability, that gives us a better overall mental stability. We feel more secure, so we're less anxious about that part of our lives. And it's the way that all of it balances together, because our self-confidence grows as we realize that we're creating this financial stability for ourselves. And it's a matter of prioritizing what's the most messed up. Where can I focus my energy to get the biggest issue resolved? And so you start working those around, because as you're doing that, parts are coming together in other areas as well. But we can't work on all of it at one time, because when we focus on something, we're putting our energy into it, and we only have so much energy, and it starts to lose strength. It's like when you take, let's say, water flavor. Yeah, the little water flavor that you squirt into a little bottled water. Whew! Eventually I'll get that out. If you put it in that little bottled water, then it stays right contained in that smaller container, and you can taste it, and it's potent and it's really good. If you put the same amount of energy or water flavor into a gallon of water, you'd barely notice it. So keeping your energy focused on the biggest priority is going to deliver the best results instead of trying to change everything at once. And the other thing about the Rubik's Cube, because I did mention that I wasn't great at solving it. So as a child, I thought it was a great idea to just peel the stickers off and put them back where they needed to go. And that analogy is, that's a surface level change. It doesn't fix the problem. It doesn't solve the puzzle. It changes the appearance. It looks good on the outside, but then if you bump it, the stickers fall off, because the integrity of the glue of the structure has been compromised. as a surface level fix. In order for us to truly resolve financial issues, emotional issues, relationship issues, it has to go deeper. It can't just be a surface level fix. And so when we decide to work on one area of our life, we really need to go deep to find out what got us there in the first place. What were the behaviors or the habits or the beliefs that led us to take the actions that got us in that situation? How did it get that messed up to start with? Because by tracing that back, then we can focus on learning new habits, learning new beliefs. A belief is just a thought you continue to think. So you can replace the old belief with a new belief, change your perspective, and start changing your habits, like financial habits. If you look at where am I bleeding money? Why am I not able to create a savings? What are the habits that have led me to this place where things are so messed up? Is it spending more than I make? Is it impulse buying? Is there an addictive behavior like shopping or gambling or something of that nature? Do I give to other people without keeping enough for myself? So it's about not doing that peel the sticker off, make it look good on the outside, but actually going deep within and solving the puzzle underneath so that the change that you have is lasting. It's not just surface level. You're not just putting stickers on there so it looks good, but actually going to the core, changing the habits, changing your behavior patterns, learning how to reframe the way that you perceive situations, the emotions you attach to them, the responses that you have that have caused you to have situations in your life where things just aren't where you want them to be. So that's why I like to use the Rubik's Cube as an analogy for getting your life together. It takes time. There's a lot of areas. If you pour your energy into one area, get that one resolved, that gives you a great foundation for the others. Because as you move these around and start getting them lined up, by default, other areas are going to start to line up as well. So I hope that helps. I will talk to you soon. Love and light.